If you could learn a new skill, what would it be?
I feel like I'll answer this, but I do feel like we had a very similar one in the early days of the podcast.
Well, there was if you could learn a new instrument. I do remember that. Yeah, this is any skill.
Yeah. Dude, I would learn how to teleport. I'm just kidding.
We've already covered that in a different podcast.
I would learn how to become a super Christian. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Coming in hot.
So many throwbacks.
Oh, man. That's the vibe. That's the
Yeah.
vibe of this episode today. We're chilling, talking about love today. After last week's podcast, it was a little heavy. So we want to lighten the mood a little bit, have some fun. So I guess if I could choose any skill, it would be stand-up comedy. That would be awesome to learn how to be good at that, because it is very difficult.
Yeah.
It's even more difficult when you're not funny in general.
Facts.
Yeah.
There's a lot
But
of
you know
comedians
what
out
skill
there that
you
are not funny.
don't need to learn?
What?
How to segue.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
That's the skill
got
he
that one.
has.
The king of Segway.
On that note,
It's like before anyone else answers, he just jumps right in. That was a good one. That's a good
thank you. I'll be here all episode.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe y'all
for
can
me,
help
it
each other.
It has to be ironworks. It has to be ironworking.
Iron.
Ironworking.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be rad to make swords and axes and stuff like that. You know,
Oh,
I had the
then you could-
opportunity to hang out with Rhino from Rhino Ironworks. You're the man. To help make some custom knives and stuff like that. So it'd be rad to apprentice under him or someone else like him, and then ultimately have my own forge and stuff.
Dude,
Wow.
you could go on Forged in Fire.
I think they're canceling the show, so I don't think I'll be able to.
That show is so rad.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was. It
Yeah,
is.
I agree.
I don't know. Do you have something, Lee?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Go ahead.
Languages.
Oh, okay.
I would learn.
Classic.
Yeah, I would love to just like know the secret to pick up any language.
It's called Rosetta Stone.
No, I have that, and it helps, but it's not.
It's not a secret.
It's not foolproof.
It's well, you know, I'm saying like learn a skill. That skill that just teaches you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're
Not just
okay.
one
Pick
language,
up a-
but you know
get
the
it.
skill that teaches you how to learn languages.
I get it.
Unlock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I would want to learn how to make pottery.
Really?
I don't know why.
I could teach you that.
I think it's Ghost.
No. No.
You're just waiting for some ghost to come along and
Bro, you have the most tangible one out of all of us. Like
don't
just
know.
BC has like a easy pay,
I'm
just go
sure.
do it.
Yeah.
That
Like,
took like 3 years.
I'm not saying I couldn't learn the skill.
you took 3 years of pottery.
Yeah, it's fun.
What in the world?
I took 3 years of bowling.
Well,
See?
sure.
You can do anything.
Hey, let me just tell you, I've taken those PE classes. I did archery.
Oh, I
That
did
was
archery
awesome.
too.
So cool.
Yeah. I nearly shot like 3 people.
Dude, I took, speaking of random classes that we take, so at our college, I don't know if every college has this, but our college, instead of taking a normal English course for your college like English, you can take zombie literature.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah. So
that's
I took
awesome.
zombie literature. So
Understandable.
that was
That was
awesome.
your English
Yeah.
class, yeah?
It was,
Literature
and I
class.
got
Awesome.
credits for it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, there's
amazing.
fun classes.
I got robbed.
No, I'm not saying like I couldn't learn the skill. It's
Yep.
just a skill I would like to learn.
I got you.
That's fair. That's the question. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes. I think we all love learning
So,
skills.
would you buy Jason's pottery? Like, and comment, and share.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next podcast. Just a whole
I'm going to show
podcast
up
of
with some
you.
pottery.
Yeah, just you and your pottery.
I'm going to do
on
it.
that note,
Yeah, no kidding. With all the things that we love, welcome to the podcast.
Love. A word used often to describe the people, places, and things around us. But what is love really? And why do we love so many things? Well, today we share the love. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody has to do it now.
no.
Do it. You got this, Jason.
That's a Hodge Twins thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that went a different way.
Yeah, it did.
So, yeah.
It just that's great. I don't know why that's
As soon as you say "What is love," all I can think of is the song.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep, for sure. What is love?
Yeah,
Baby, don't hurt me.
that's yeah.
I would
I'm thinking
totally
Howard
sing it
Jones,
right
though.
now.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
totally sing it right now, but I would be too perfect and I'd have to get a copyright
we
claim.
would take it
and be
down.
just
Demonetized.
demonetized immediately. Take it
Yeah.
down. Silence.
Not that we're monetized right now.
No,
so,
we're not.
You know,
Not even
whatever.
close. For all 2 of you watching,
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
we actually pay money to do this. So
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
We're all in massive debt. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. No, no, dude. It's kind of fun to have a lighthearted topic such as love. We have anything ranging from a love that's essentially a like, all the way to true love, which we can't even fathom. So
What?
yeah, true. Like
I mean, like God love?
Yeah,
Well,
you
that
can't
was
even
what,
fathom.
Wednesdays,
I mean, like,
together.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, if you're talking like true love, like human true
No, not
love.
like True Love's kiss, man. I'm talking
okay.
I'm talking like Heavenly Father, like that
Like,
kind of love
yeah.
that we can't, like, we know it's there, cannot fathom it, can't comprehend it. Yeah, all the way from just like,
We get glimpses,
man, I
we get
love
taste,
those,
but we
I
don't
love those
fully
shoes.
comprehend.
You know
Gotcha.
that
Right.
language. I love those
Yeah.
shoes. Do you really love shoe?
Like
I love lamp.
Love shoe, love lamp.
You know? Do you really? No.
I love Whataburger.
See?
I don't have a deep affection for it,
See?
but
Okay.
This is where we jump right in and start with the big first question of what is love to you?
Well, I'll say what love is not to me.
that's cheating.
Of course, he's going around the
yeah,
question.
I'm going to go back into it.
Just turn the truck around,
But
turn on
love
the rear lights.
Love
and
is not.
beep it.
Love is not sex. I'll
That's-
just say
yeah,
that.
that's
love
true.
is not
Yeah.
sex. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that think that these days. They're
Very
always
true.
like, I can love whoever I want to love, and they think that means sex. And I'm like, but do you love your grandma? And they're always like, yeah. So love is not sex, but so that helps define what love is, and love is I don't know. I'd say selflessness, thinking of the others before yourself.
Okay.
That's, I mean, there's more to it.
Putting others before yourself.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I mean, you could add to that,
Sure.
Yeah.
but that is a pretty tight definition of what love is. I mean, there's some abstractness with the word love. Like we've designed a word to describe a feeling and an action, right? We've embodied something with a word that just is love.
And the Greek had multiple words for love.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
there's different types, like I said, ranging from the basically another like to something that we've never really truly understood. But yeah, selflessness is a huge component of what I think real love is. And so, I mean, I think action. So you have selflessness in general, but then you have the actual action towards someone. When you love somebody, I think you tell them, like you show it in some sort of way.
Right.
You know, like I'm not going to hurt somebody I love. I might because I'm not perfect, but it's not like my goal, right? Like,
Right.
so there's actions that show affection or love, or even to a dog. Like
So
you love
you're-
your dog,
you're
you don't
not-
ignore it. You go pet it, and you know all the.
So you're not into mercy killings, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not. It's not really.
good. That's
But
good.
here's the
That
thing,
was
though.
fine.
Sometimes
clarifying.
the most loving thing is to hurt somebody.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
so,
Spank my child's
if it's
butt.
dude,
so
like
discipline can, it could be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
form of
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, like
so you just
So
took the words. And
let's just say
flipped 'em.
not to hurt somebody, but it does hurt.
it does hurt. Yeah,
Like
constructive.
being
And
consistent
you
with your
know-
discipline with your children, it could lead to
Their bottoms.
and you know that in
pain.
loving this person, the most loving thing to do in this moment is going to hurt them.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's,
yeah.
I mean, that's part of that.
Maybe temporarily, but
Dude,
Maybe
it's like
yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
bring us joy or
No,
delight,
no,
but
no.
it's just it's part of like I'm here to protect you. This is what it looks like. sometimes.
I'll let you go ahead and answer, Eric,
Yeah.
and then I'll answer because I'm probably going to take it off a rail here. But
No,
Yes.
I mean, I have to agree with what Ray said about what Lee said. That
Yeah.
that encompasses it well.
We say nothing.
I mean,
what is love?
Guys, we're only opening our mouths right now because it's a podcast and we have to.
Yeah.
It's I'll throw in, apart from, along with what was already said, there's that deep affection for,
Yeah.
you might like something, but if I love something that like it's all encompassing.
Yep.
You can't stop thinking about, you can't stop, it is an action. It propels you to act.
Like a sea turtle to the ocean.
Yeah, it's not a
Nice.
it's not a duty. It's not a
It's definitely not a duty. I told you guys this was
Man,
going to
that
be a
would
lighthearted podcast.
man.
That
It's
would
not a because I have to per se. I think maybe sometimes people
Although,
can say that.
with great love of my child, there's been several duties that I've had to endure. So sometimes love is a duty.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes love is
So you said the
duty.
love thing. Does your I don't know, maybe my wife's the only one. And since she never listens, we're good.
Yeah.
But like and love, did she ever do the I know you love me, but do you like me?
Oh, yes. If I love you, that over
yes.
like that over
Love is
trump
bigger
that
than
trumps
like. Yes.
like
Yeah.
We will occasionally use the other way, like "I love you," but I don't like you right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
so that's
fair.
appropriate. The other way, not so
Yeah.
much. That's demeaning.
Because love like keeps you in keeps you
Yeah.
in that relationship.
sure.
Yeah, I think-
even in the midst of I don't like you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think love is a choice, right? Like you can choose.
Ooh, that's a good book.
I don't think that we can define love without defining the person of love.
Ooh, I knew you were going to go there.
And I think we have to. And
Take off the rails.
And I know, that's what I was saying. I know I'm going to take it off here, but
Pastor's side note.
Yeah.
right? Like God is love, and I think
Get out your notes, guys.
if you want to know what love is, become a student of Jesus.
Yeah.
Right, because there's sacrifice, there's brotherly love, there's romantic love, and the bridegroom aspect. Like
I think there's a whole chapter on this in the Bible somewhere.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
It's like First Corinthians
yeah,
13.
it's in there somewhere, right? But yeah, if you want to know what love is, become a student of who Jesus is, and that is love, and that should dominate how we love. And I don't think we can have that conversation without just having that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a great
I
point.
think that's why love is so broken in our society today, because they've taken God out of it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to define it based on human lustful emotions.
Feelings, and what makes you feel good, and
Feelings can lie to you.
sure,
No
And they do
doubt.
it all the time.
yeah,
If you question that, just remember how you have taken an email and read it in your brain and how the person actually meant it.
yeah.
That's
Well,
how it can.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you think, okay, so like if God is love, and love is such, and that's not to say that like love is God, right? That I'm not trying to say that, but there is such power in love, right? That God has poured into that. Even if you don't know Jesus, like people get blessed in that love.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to know what it really is, you have to go to Jesus to see it. Like
Gotta go to the source.
yeah.
Go to the source.
Like you can get some overflow and you can have some kind of resemblance of it. But without that, I don't think you fully understand
Yeah.
what love is.
Yeah. And I want to say this too, because I heard this from a speaker. I don't know necessarily if he was a pastor. He might have had a history as a pastor and then just started going around speaking. But he was on that note, and one of the things he said that I really loved, and I won't say it's profound, but it's really it's challenging, and I do love it because it's God.
Yeah.
So he says, God is love, but love is not God.
Yeah.
Because what happens especially in today's culture and society, love is such an easy word to toss around in any direction, and we want it so bad. Yeah. And even in our Christian culture, we talk about God's love as if that's what we're chasing and not God.
Yeah.
And so he's like just hitting that home of like, God is love, love is not God. Don't put love as the idol or the God that you're chasing, because then it's more about what you receive rather than what he's glorified for.
All right.
And that's super important. And I love that.
Don't twist it.
So
I'm going to say love a lot during this podcast.
I'm going to take that because I think we've put that out. All of us, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That love is God, right? Or God is love,
is love.
right?
Is
Right,
love.
and
The
you know, that's
opposite
the
of what you just
picture.
said,
And so when we now say I love a cheeseburger, like we get what we're going with
Yes.
here, right? Like
there's a
God
scale.
made the person that created the cheeseburger.
There's a
There's a scale of
There's
love.
a scale of love. Like I said, we've got love that is like a like. I like this a lot. And then we have love on the scale of God love.
We got
right?
like love and then God love.
From here on out, we're going to be doing this. All
We're all
back
over
and
the place.
forth. All
Yes.
back and
Yeah.
forth. If we mention a thing, a person, or a place, it's closer to like. But if
Probably.
we go like further into more of a spiritual thing, or even our spouses, we're a little closer
We all love our
to the God
spouses.
love, right? All right.
Yes, let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Get it out of the
We
way.
love our
Let's get this out of the way.
spouses.
We love our spouses.
Just putting it out there up front.
We did not want people to watch this and all the things that we say we love and be like, you didn't say you loved your wife. We do.
We do.
We do so much, but we won't say it on this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Because
we'll say
we're
it
men.
once.
I'm just
and
kidding.
then-
Yeah.
and then we're gonna move on.
He won't say it.
No, we'll say it. No, we do. We
His
do.
wife doesn't listen. Mine does. So I love you. Yeah.
There you go. Love you, honey. Love you.
Mine will hear about this. Oh, God, I love you so much. Okay.
I love my wife. She's amazing.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you love? What's the
one thing.
you
What's
love?
not what's the one thing you love. It's what's one thing you love.
But see, didn't that just turn it a certain way?
It
Didn't it?
does if it's
the.
the. Then it's different.
so-
but
see-
yeah. So, yeah.
And that's easy.
See,
Dr. Pepper.
I'll take.
Dr. Pepper.
I will take the heat on
this
this
hour
one.
is
I wrote
sponsored by
this.
Dr. Pepper.
I wrote this question. I came up with it, and you know what's really funny about this? That he just said that. I wrote this
As the.
with Eric in mind because every
you're
time,
like, you can't say the.
every time we ask a question about one thing, he gives somehow he does like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I don't know how
No
he
doubt.
does it.
No doubt.
I'm gonna give you top 5.
Yeah, top 5. I'm like, dude, 1. He's like, nope, my 1 is 5. I don't. There's no other way to say this.
Sorry, I was raised with Common Core math.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna give you the Trinity.
So
Just one
I
thing.
put what's the one thing?
One thing. Just
Thing.
one thing you
The
love.
thing.
One thing.
What's
thing.
one thing you love?
Do we need to open a dictionary and figure out, or a thesaurus and figure out what the thing?
No, I put metal
thing
music.
1, thing 2.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah,
so he has an answer. That's
genre
there you go.
of music.
Metal
That's-
music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, that's
Metal.
what genre.
Yeah.
Good call.
Guys, this is amazing milestone for Eric. This is wow. Everybody should be proud.
He,
if
of course,
you are
didn't
proud of Eric,
say
put a
just one
thumbs up.
band. He
Yeah.
included the whole entire
No,
genre.
All metal.
Yeah, no, I
That's
love
a thing.
it.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
It's a
He
genre.
did it.
Yeah, I'm
it is.
good with that. Yeah.
And then that's when you're like, and I love music.
I love love.
I love Lamp.
Dude, that was kind of.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. I mean,
Yeah. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
it's a classic.
Because it's from the movie.
Yep,
The jerk.
yep, yep.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad everybody got on that.
Inside
same page
jokes.
then. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Sure.
Sorry.
Oop. Yep. Okay.
So what's something you love, Lee?
Oh,
What's one
thing.
What's one thing you love?
what's one thing I love? Dr. Pepper. I'll stick with it.
Yes.
Dr. Pepper. Okay.
Unfortunately, I love Dr. Pepper
Yeah.
too much.
Dr. Pepper is delicious.
Yeah.
My kidney stones do too.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
It's funny because there's obviously we all have so many things, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna pick the one thing that I think is just comical about myself that I know everybody knows I love, and that is
Pottery?
Jimmy John's. Pottery. Oh, that's good. Yes.
I
3
might
years.
start loving pottery.
3 years.
Yeah. No, it's Jimmy John's. I mean,
Yeah.
Jason has to work with me, and he knows how much I love Jimmy John's. Yeah. So
It's a good sandwich.
I like it. A lot of people give it a hard time because it's so simple, and I'm like, you know what? Simplicity is great. I love it. Love. I'm closer to the God love on that one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
He would sacrifice for Jimmy John's.
Hey man, I'd rob a Subway to get me some Jimmy John's. If that's not love, I don't know what is.
How's that saying go?
I don't know how much you get
Rob
from
Peter to
robbing a
pay Paul?
Subway, though. They're kind of sad.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Their bread It's terrible now. I don't know what happened. Anyways, moving
We're
on.
moving on to things they hate,
Jason.
apparently.
No,
One thing that I love. Oh, man. I'm going to say...
toast.
No. I'm going to say steaks.
News
I think just because I'm hungry.
Yeah,
we
same. I
skipped
haven't
dinner
had
before
dinner.
this, so like that's just the first thing that popped in my head. I love steak.
Fajitas. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, I love a steak. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. And the rest of us were fighting. I almost said. Just the whole time.
Yeah,
we're
the whole
gonna
time.
fight
You're
that.
saying,
Okay. Stay rigid. We'll stay
Yeah.
in the lane. Okay. Moving on. This one's going to be a fun one. Is there a favorite place you love to visit?
don't say Jimmy John's.
The bathroom.
I almost did. I was just Jimmy John. The whole time is just Jimmy
Yeah,
John's.
not Jimmy John, but the John.
Yeah, the John.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Jimmy
Yeah.
was in there before. I'm just kidding.
All right, one place you love to visit. What do you got?
At first, I wrote home, but that's not a place you visit. That's a place you exist, and then
Place you are,
visit is a
yeah.
place
I don't
where visit isn't a visit more of a place that you're like I'm gonna go, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'll
so.
chill, and then I'm going back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't choose home. I love to go to the movies.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The movie theater.
Why didn't I
The
think
movie
of that?
theater. I love to visit
Theatre.
the movie theater.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Good answer.
I like to be entertained.
Can I clarify? Can I answer a place that doesn't exist anymore?
What?
Sure. I mean, the place you like to
Yeah. I'll shout this out because even like
Radio Shack.
my best friend,
Blockbuster.
my best friend Riley, dude, he would agree with me on this, but no, it's Hastings. That was the place I love to visit. Had a
spent
little
so
bit of
many hours
everything.
So many.
So many.
I really, 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 really loved Hastings. It had everything you ever needed, from like the old school feel of renting a movie or a book to playing board games and stuff with
Yeah.
your friends. You could go check out novelty items and collectible items. They had CDs that you could still buy.
Right.
They had a coffee shop. I mean, it was an awesome experience, especially for a 90s kid. Like to still have that, but it finally closed down. So
Yeah.
can't visit it anymore.
In that same vein, I would say the Sunshine Shop.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The
Yeah.
VeggieTales corner.
The VeggieTales Corner, the music listening station.
Yes,
I would
put the
just sit
headphones
down and listen for hours to every CD in there.
Yeah.
I wonder why they went under.
Yeah, he never bought anything.
People just
No,
said,
I
"No, just
did.
kidding."
I did buy.
So for the audience, Lee, tell us what the Sunshine Shop is.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Was.
point. Good point.
That's true.
It was a little Christian bookstore here in Lake Jackson, Texas, and it wasn't. I mean, it was a little tiny Christian bookstore, and it was great. But what was also great about it was the culture and the people that. I mean, me and Eric,
Yeah.
met through the Sunshine Christian Bookstore, and gosh, like there was just a I don't know. It's the beauty of small town capitalism. You know, like when you have that little store that you just, it's like the little meat market or the little coffee shop
Mind you,
or the whatever.
it went under.
It did go under,
It stayed open for a long time.
but it stayed open for a
I had to
little
make a joke. He said the beauty of small town capitalism. I was like, he closed. Like,
Thank you, Amazon.
The Amazon,
Yeah,
Amazon
that's
had
true.
a lot to do with that. But yeah, it was a great little just family owned business, and everybody loved it, and so it was a great place to visit.
For those of you who may not know, if you know where Goodwill is in Lake Jackson, over by the Pizza Hut area, that's where Sunshine Shop used to be.
And before that, if you know where the Alden Dow Museum is, that used to be Sunshine a way long time
Yeah,
ago.
that was
So,
before I was born.
before you're born, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was 91. So, yeah.
Wow. Like really pulling it back.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Place I'd like to visit, IKEA.
Yeah. I just went this past weekend, right?
Yeah, it did. I just like go and walk around there. Like seriously, I just
Understandable.
I really like that
go in
place
and walk
too. I've only been once though. It was a great experience, and their hot dog was amazing.
My
I was shocked.
apartment when I was fresh out of college was fully decorated from IKEA.
Yeah.
I had some amazing.
Back when it was
Furniture.
affordable.
Yeah, I had a big.
It's gone.
I had plastic chairs, and I had lights under the plastic chairs that
Yes.
they lit up.
That's cool.
And then it had it was awesome. It was awesome. It
I
was
just,
so cool.
like
I had the
IKEA is
coolest
like
apartment.
a college kid's dream. Like
Oh,
you
it was
could make,
amazing.
you could have an awesome looking place with that.
like back early on in our marriage, we would just go walk around IKEA.
Understandable. It's cool stuff.
I had a quick story. I had a friend of mine who said that they really wanted to go to IKEA, never been before.
Yeah.
They were so excited, and they got there. They're a little claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, that's not a good place.
So when
for
they
them.
got there and they realized it is a one-way maze and you cannot get out at any point until you get to the end, they were like, I'm out. They turned around and left immediately.
You definitely can. You just have to know where the turns are.
That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta know the secret passage.
Yeah, there's little like passageways you can get through. But yeah, I don't know.
Dude, so leading us to probably maybe the most important question for today in this podcast, the Love Podcast. And that is, who and or what do you love the most? Again, clarifying, we have all previously stated
we love our
that we
wives.
love
We
our
love our
wives.
wives. Yeah.
We do. So
So-
we're going to take that off the table because it's just, we know that. It's a given. I'm also going to throw a wrench in the machine here. We all love Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that one's
That's
off the
true.
table. So now we got to get a little bit more creative.
Dr. Pepper.
All right.
If you have multiple kids,
is
and you
easy.
only say one
Yeah.
kid.
If you have multiple kids, you can only say one.
Oh.
They're going to find
I
out
love my children.
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Who and or what doesn't say whom.
Yeah.
It doesn't say whom. Should it have said whom?
I guess got to break the mold and say my kids.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
He said multiple again.
Yeah. He could
You have to
just
pick one
stick with
kid.
We have a running thing in our family. Every day, Jackie's like, "You're my favorite today." Like,
Nice.
Yep.
they're like, "What did I do?"
Nice.
All the other kids trying to do everything to win her approval.
It's like I love you.
Made you breakfast,
I just
mother.
love you more today.
It's really funny. Did you ever see The Prestige? Of course.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
there's that line, and so it's like, I love you, and it's like, today you mean it. And so it's like, that's always think like, no, you don't mean it today. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
what?
There was a
You got to see The
you know.
Prestige.
There was
Have
a-
you seen The Prestige?
Oh, of course, yeah.
There was a show, The Middle, that ran for a long time, and there was one episode where the kids are trying to get the parents to say which kid they love the most, and the mom, was very diplomatic about it, like, "Oh, I love all my kids the same," and rah, 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 and kept doing that, right? And then they get the dad in the car, like they're driving somewhere, and they're like, "Hey, Dad, who do you love the most?" And he just like flat out says like the oldest son, and they're like, "What?" And she's like, "You can't say that." And he's like, "What is true?"
Nice.
What have you guys done for me lately?
Dang.
That's so funny because I've seen so many situations where family, when they're like being serious, there are moments where parents like, yeah, I love this person a lot more right now than the rest of you.
Yeah,
You've been a pain in my butt all day. So the kid who went and got me Starbucks, that's the one I love right now.
It's all about what you can do for me.
I know.
Yeah. That's not love.
No. It was funny because I originally was going to answer this question. I was going to be like, you know what? My son, it's my little boy,
All of a sudden, you became Trump.
I did on purpose.
Nice.
I love it. It's the best. It's the greatest son ever.
Nice.
But now I feel like that's also cliche because Erica stole the thunder of the child thing. Even though I do he's my world. Just
Nice.
my boy's cool. There's why is like food? Why is that the first thing that keeps popping to my head? I think I really am hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, in the future, remind us never to start a podcast when we haven't eaten
Oh,
because you're just going to get a lot of food answers.
Did anybody eat dinner?
No.
Nope.
I had some
Oh,
crackers.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah, I'm
cheap
starving.
crackers.
I
mean,
got it.
since
I got it. I know
Okay.
something that like gives me life. It's something that I really do love. I love game time with my friends.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the game is. I love game time with friends.
It's camaraderie.
Yes,
Community.
I
like that.
I really do love that. And that might be a little bit more than on the like scale. That's up there.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
life giving to me. So
Yeah, I get that. It's
That's
tough.
that's shared experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
I think it's one of the reasons why. I mean, I will go to the movies by myself, but I love going with people.
Yes.
Right.
And even if
So
I've
you
already
can punch
seen a
their
movie,
shoulder when
Yeah, I
something
know.
cool happens. Yeah.
Even if I've already seen the movie, but like someone else is like, "Oh, I haven't seen that yet." I'm like, "I'll go with you."
Yep.
Like
Yep.
Lee and I have had those moments. Like
He leans
oh,
over
for
and
sure.
goes, "Watch this."
Yeah,
Yes.
or like actually says the words
Oh,
as
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
coming out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love those shared experiences. I think that's one of the other reasons why I chose music.
Yeah.
as my
One thing.
what's one thing you love? It's concerts, man. When you can go to experience live music with other people, like that shared experience where you walking away with that going, oh man, remember that time? You're like, yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah,
But still, remember that time? You're like, oh yeah, that was good.
the time when
Yeah.
I saw Islander and that circle pit came out, and then that girl spilled her beer all over me.
Yeah, remember that time?
That was awesome.
I was not there.
Yeah, I wasn't there
No,
either.
it was amazing, but yeah,
that was
she-
almost me at a POD concert.
Yeah,
The guy walked up and had a full beer, and like the pit was like they were about to start, and I'm like, dude, I bet you can't drink that whole thing in one breath.
nice.
He said, what'd you say? I said, I bet you can't drink that whole thing in one breath. He goes, I see what you're doing. And he guggles the whole thing. I'm like, oh, good. Now we're not going to have to wear it.
Yeah,
Because as soon as the music would have hit, I mean, it
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been
Everywhere.
everywhere.
So you definitely don't love that.
No, I don't.
No.
Don't
No.
love-
No.
I don't think
Don't
anybody
love
loves that.
people spilling
Who?
their alcohol on you.
I don't
No.
I don't think, hold on. I don't think Jason has answered this last question.
Uh-oh.
I don't think
not
so. Because
answered yet.
you said you kids.
Yes.
Said kids.
I said
Love my kiddos.
games with the
Yeah.
with the friends, you know.
And I've said nothing.
And you said Dr. Pepper.
That's
That's
just
true.
kidding. That's true. No, that's
what do you love
two
the most?
questions the same most. Yeah.
Yeah. Who
Who
or
or
what?
what?
Oh man, I really enjoy creating,
Okay.
but I also enjoy people, and so it's kind of it's a toss up. I
Right.
would say creating. I guess creating for people. Ooh,
Combine them
There we
into
go.
one.
Yeah, creating. I just really enjoy.
Whatever that looks like.
Yeah, writing, directing, film, logos, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy creating. So that's it.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. I don't know what I love the most.
Probably
outside of, like,
Leaf
some
blowing
people.
all the stuff out of his house.
I
He
did that
loves
yesterday.
that.
And then,
And then
yeah. Oh, I do. I love that leaf blower.
What kind is it?
Call back.
It's a ego.
Ego.
Yeah, power ego.
Nice. Okay.
So it's not gas powered. So I
Yes.
just run around the house
Good
with
job.
it. Right? So we homeschool, and my two oldest were in the school or in the room that we do school in. And I think they're doing some self-tests or something. And my wife is sitting at another desk, like grading something or prepping something for the next one. I jump around the corner with that thing and I was probably like a foot away from her face.
Nice.
It's like, like hair's just flying and the kid's like, what is going on?
Oh, that's great.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
And then she started chasing people around the house with it too. So,
Do you love practical jokes?
yeah, I think
He's like, I'm not going to waste my answer with
I
that.
don't want to waste my time.
No.
No, I think it goes along with what you're saying. I think it's experience. I mean, the first thing that popped in my head, I don't think it's the thing itself that I love, but the experience of it. Like, I love doing escape rooms with people. Like,
Ooh,
right.
and again, I think it's because the experience of it. I mean, I enjoy doing the thing, but yeah, just the experience. So I'll throw that out there outside of
That's cool.
floor.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
I like escape rooms too.
Yeah.
Those are great. They're,
Yeah. So if you ever want to get me a gift,
buy
Take me to
him
an escape
Lock him in a room.
lock me in a room by myself.
That'd be so
Actually,
amazing.
that works really well.
Be like, hey man, for your birthday, just come on over. I got something to show
I'll
you.
let you
Open
out
a
of the
door.
hour.
Yeah, it's just right
Shove
over there.
him
You
in the
walk in, you
closet.
just lock it and be like, have fun getting out. And just leave.
Yeah.
That'd be the
I'm
greatest
also a bit
birthday
of a hermit
present.
too, so that
He
would
probably
work.
would enjoy that. He'd be like, as long as I have Wi-Fi. You know. He just became an 80-year-old man for some reason in my brain. As long
Yeah.
as I have Wi-Fi, I'll be fine.
that Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whiffy.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
You got one of those cellular devices that I can use in here? No.
On that note,
I know,
on that note. Should we just end it? Just, no. Man, I love talking about love.
Yeah.
I tried to end. I was thinking, if I say something really cheesy and not smart, then it would make the ending better, but it didn't.
Mission accomplished.
Today I'm going to switch roles with Eric and not know how to segue. Just kidding.
so
Anyway,
what do we want to know? What you love? Put that in the comment section.
Yeah, do what he said. Don't do what I said. Do what he said. Comment section.
Comment section.
Share the love.
There.
With that, thanks you for once again just being here with us on this podcast. It is always great when we get to gather together and just talk and be goofy. And so we'd love to have you along for the ride. See what I did there? Love. But we'll see you next time on the 4THOUGHT podcast. Peace out.